Now, this is where we can start to dictate where we want to put more load. Shane, if you go back into that same position again. So the key thing, knee up, slight bend, intent through the midfoot. Now, if I want to put a little bit more load through Shane's medial side or his medial gastro, Shane, I'm just going to get you to go this way, okay? And I'm going to get you to do the exact same thing. And just tap, tap, tap. Keep that knee slightly bent. So you can see Shane's getting a little bit, that's better. So he's just straightening his knee a little bit, and he'll feel his medial hamstrings working quite a bit here as well, okay? So again, just that tap, tap, tap. You feel a bit more on the inside now? Yeah. Medial gastro. If I want a little bit more lateral gastro, let's challenge his base of support, slight knee bend. I'm just going to get him to tap his Achilles, intent through the midfoot to get that intent to contract his soleus while his Achilles lengthens. Okay, and again, we're getting a nice co-contraction in the medial hamstrings. Or another big one for Shane in the transverse plane is if I get you to rotate round. So now we're getting his tibia to internally rotate. We're lengthening his soleus in the transverse plane, and he's going to really feel this exercise here. So keep that knee slightly bent and just tap. So it's turning into a little bit of a calf raise here for Shane. Just keep tapping. That's it. I don't want the calf raise. I just want to tap. That's it, because we want this to work under isometric conditions, but the Achilles wants to lengthen, and Shane should be feeling that quite a bit now. Okay, good, and relax again. And what we'll usually find then is if Shane retested his soleus hamstring load tolerance test, he'll really feel like he's got really good intent through his midfoot. So sometimes you can use this exercise if you're really struggling and you don't have the mentorship content to clear the hamstring soleus load tolerance test. You may consider using this test and then going back and rechecking your hamstring load tolerance test. And then what you'll find usually is the intent through the midfoot will be a lot better because we've put load through these tissues. We've given the nervous system no choice but to tolerate load. And then what we're doing by tapping is we're essentially making this rhythmical at a spinal cord level where the brain, the higher centers can't get involved too much, and the spinal cord level with the peripheral tissues are starting to get involved. Okay, so again, it's a nice exercise. It's a simple exercise. The key thing here is that we keep the knee slightly bent. We get the position, okay, specific to how we would want Shane to be set up for running. Don't have him too far forward. So some females who've got a lot of mobility, you know, if you use that cue of just lean forward enough just before the heels come off, if they've got a lot of mobility, then you will have to modify it a little bit so that you just get them at a slight forward lean, get their knee up, bend the stance leg knee, and then just get them to tap. And the conscious cue of squashing an orange through the midfoot, it's going to be a very, very important one also, so that you can really get the intent of contracting the soleus while the Achilles lengthens. Because when that foot hits the floor, the soleus is contracting while the Achilles is essentially recoiling.